Okay, that's a successful hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's...
Well, you've certainly taken more chunks and splinters out of the very weakened head. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Aidan? No.
It's getting worse.
Cow! No.
Okay.
You two kids over there, go and give me another resistance strike.
Well, at this point, Tony's pissed off enough that he's just gonna drop the entire thing. He's gonna walk over and shoot the thing in its fucking head. This is taking too long. Just fucking have your bet. Bam.
Cheryl, you gonna try another kick?
Yeah, I'm going for another kick.
Aidan, you gonna try another stab?
Yes.
Okay, the Potman is victorious. Alright, Cheryl, go for it and kick.
Potman is the only one that wins this combat.
Cheryl just fucking whiffs. Potman wins. Trusty Tony can take a -2 penalty as he crosses the distance and lifts the gun to fire.
Hey, I mean, what has Potman failed at this entire time?
Right.
Name one thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'm probably gonna miss here. And there goes my last bullet.
Okay.
Yes, I missed. I think we just leave.
Cow?
I think we just leave. We just leave the cow.
Next action's a declaration. Cheryl, you're up.
Guys, I hate to put it this way, but there's some friends coming, and I don't want to... No. Let's go.
That last one actually probably hurt my ankle a little bit. I'm going to step back and look at Tony and ask him, what?
The things. Let's just go. The thing can't follow us.
Let's
just go.
Okay.
These things, which you would count as perhaps a dozen or so shambling figures, would already be within long range of you folks.
At this point, even in the combat haze, I think I could notice them.
This cow has obviously earned its reprieve.
It's earned another boot to the head. But
you can do that if you want to, but then you have to deal with like 12 of our other friends over there.
Only your right leg hurts. Kick it with your left.
Yeah, I'm actually going to attempt to, I guess you could say it's sneak away at this point. Maybe grab Aidan.
Sneak away!
Yeah, sure, you can attempt to sneak away.
I mean, its legs are crippled, right? We can just walk away now.
Yes, you can just walk away.
That's what I was talking about. We don't have to sneak away. We just walk. Leisurely away.
All the same.
Potman, what do you want to do?
I mean, that's what I've been thinking of this entire time now, ever since its legs got fucked up. It's just Potman's fucking terrified.
Trusty Tony.
Trusty Tony's gonna try to walk away in a direction that has no of our friends there. So
Trusty Tony's just pulling the trigger like click, click, click. Oh,
Boom.
fuck this!
Yeah.
just walks away.
Aidan.
Excuse me.
Fuck it, I'm just stepping back to short range and shooting it in the face.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, well, Cheryl and Tony can easily make distance back to where Potman is. Aidan will step to short range, and go ahead and give me a -2 to the roll for the moving and shooting.
Well, shit, that's gonna make it much harder. So is it on my action?
And, go ahead and take your attack roll. Give me another 1d10 roll. Okay, so it's just 12. Alright, just second level then. Go ahead and roll for damage. Head's
Fucking
blown apart.
sad.
It's finished. Prone and in agony.
Can it really feel anymore?
No.
You don't know. There is what you think a sad moo on the horizon. Alright. And it ends up being as these the shambling hordes end up getting into medium range that you know what? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a glorious escape attempt here.
Oh dear.
Let me go to check to find the section here. Okay. What I'm gonna want you all to do is roll dexterity plus your we'll say the sprinting one, the running dash. If you don't have running dash, then it's just going to be a difficult dexterity test.
Okay, so
you all will be getting bonuses to this depending on your speed, and which you don't need to factor in. I'll do that in my head. But because you all started running first, you'll get a +2 to your rolls. So 1d10.
In that case, it's a 12.
Yep.
Tony's just like, fuck it.
All right. And let's go ahead and give a giggle here for to see how well average McZombie man can do here, and we'll factor in the lowest character speed. What you got for us here?
Zombie
Yeah.
instinct is 8-10.
The one
Go
in front
back.
trips and the rest all pile on top of it.
They go backwards.
Basically, they can't even keep up with Trusty Tony, which means they have no trouble losing all the rest of you, and you end up skirting up once again to the north, losing a point of endurance in the process. But you've escaped successfully from the situation.
Hooray!
That fucker died too.
Alright.
Yes, the cows have been slain, and
Battle
several
cattle my ass.
several bullets have been expended in the process.
Yeah, Tony's like, I'm out of ammo.
What is that, 9? Mil?
Yeah.
Don't got any.
Maybe this house here has some? I don't know.
Sure the police station does.
You didn't... Maybe. The police station also looked like it was on fire.
Just saying, there might be some there.
Okay, so I guess we
If need it
continue to
badly
the...
enough.
I guess we continue to the school
Alright.
by heading to the west. Correct?
Yeah. Go ahead and, if you didn't already, subtract a point of endurance for being shunted up here.
I did.
Okay.
I got it.
And moving to the west, you will not lose any points of endurance, as you end up clearing out of most of the obstacles. And travel is definitely much quicker, although there is less cover to have here.
Right. So we're at we're in this field area.
Yeah, you're basically in a field. And you can see a small little tree line there. And actually beyond that, I'll go ahead and give you kids some more vision here. Since
Hey.
you're doing so well. And really you're now in a field type of area. We'll go ahead and give you that. And so you guys can end up seeing the school there, which I suppose now I'll end up revealing the actual description that Seven ended up noticing earlier. And it looks like it's a relatively decent-sized complex. It's given that it's for a town this small and for the surrounding community. It's a one school for all grades type of building. But you can definitely tell with the signs of it that it hasn't been broken into and completely and thoroughly gutted. Indeed, there's actually strewn around the building maybe 3 or 4 dozen dead, unmoving shapes. And taking a look at them, even the closer ones, you can see they're in varying degrees of not having their heads.
I don't remember being here.
Maybe someone's alive. That would be good.
Guess we'll find out.
My makeup kit.
So, How do you want to do this? Maybe they might be a little edgy. Maybe they'll shoot on sight. Do we want to?
Well, I mean, as long as we make it pretty obvious that we're not one of the crazies, we should be noticed. Not killed immediately. Maybe.
I mean, they probably already heard our guns going off.
Probably.
Could be
So, guess we go in through the entrance, eh?
Grimith, how far are we from the wall of the school there?
We'll say maybe. Let me take a look at the possible ranges here. We'll say maybe. We'll say 200 yards.
And do we see anything else in these open fields around us that are still moving?
Sure. They're not relatively close to you, though, but there are definitely shapes, like, far out there, maybe at even greater ranges, but you got a pretty good amount of vision, given that it's daytime.
Some of those mad cows and some of the crazies are probably running around.
Yeah. You got some of those cows which are lumbering about, definitely quicker than what the broken, sort of shambling humans are.
Are there any other, like, animals moving around, like dogs or anything like that?
You can go ahead and give me a perception plus notice, just you, since you thought of this.
Just trying to distinguish between, Nope.
Not that Aidan can tell, no. Perhaps he's just too under the weather right now, or too distracted to...
Yeah, and there'd be a -1 on that, too.
Whatever the case is, looks like the only way into the school was through that gate over there.
There is definitely sort of like a small, like, it's not really a wall so much as like a fucking picketed fence. Which has definitely been broken in quite a few places.
Oh, okay.
And,
it looked like a solid map. It looked like on the map. It looks like a solid wall.
I understand. Just in whatever sort of like remnants remain of it are sort of like spiked with gore or fallen bodies or refuse or that sort of thing. It's really only the building itself that appears to have been successfully sealed up and rather boarded quite well, but, schools have a lot of chairs and desks in them.
Okay. Let's get moving.
Yep.
The longer we stay out in this field, the more likely one of those cow things is likely to turn up.
I'm going to put my knife away,
we
but I'll
can
still
see them
be
coming in this open, empty field.
Shut up,
still
Potman.
be holding the pistol.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna go like. Can we do diagonals?
You can do diagonals, yes. You will no longer lose endurance points.
All right. Is everyone fine with this movement?
Yeah.
All right.
I still think we should go in through the front gate so they completely know that we have our cognitive faculty.
I'm okay with that. Does anyone else have any other suggestions?
Maybe wave a
sure.
little bit.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go like this, and then tell me if I should stop.
You should stop. There's fine.
All right.
Let's see here. Potman, with his sort of situational awareness, is getting the direct sense that he is being watched. And he's got this uneasy feeling, like coming from the school.
Oh, okay, coming from the school.
Coming from the school, yes.
Okay, I was going to blame it on government surveillance aircraft.
You could do that if you'd like.
We did hear a helicopter.
Cheryl heard a helicopter, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
well, in
mentioned
that
it
case,
in
I was
chat.
going to go. Does anyone else feel like we're being fucking watched?
No, shut the fuck up, Potman.
Yeah, sure, Eugene. Maybe there's a cougar in there.
What was a goddamn
Shit, you
helicopter
think?
when we left the house last time?
Oh yeah, maybe there's a whole family of cougars holed up in there.
Dude, they
Fuck,
might have
that'd be
they might-
scary.
No, they might have little kitten cougars.
Cougars with thumbs.
Come
Whatever,
on, man.
moving
We
on.
don't gotta worry
Okay,
about
no.
it.
When you say cougars with thumbs, Potman's just going to give you, like, a look of abject horror.
And then there's Potman swears that he feels like a little breeze of air pass right by his head and over his left shoulder, and past him.
Well, Potman will do one of those, tweaky stoner jerking twitch looks. Going, what the fuck was that?
What was what?
It was like a thing that went...
A thing.
A thing that went.
What are you going on about, man?
Are you sure you're not on other drugs?
No! I mean, yes!
Listen, let's just get into the fucking place first before you start tweaking out.
A similar sort of gust of air ends up blowing past a Trusty Tony. This time, it actually clips over his hair. He almost feels as if he lost a little bit there.
Oh crap, now I'm feeling it too.
What?
Could I do
you
an
slip something in
intelligence?
your food?
Could I do something like an intelligence check to figure this out? Maybe like reason what this might be.
Sure, you can go ahead and give me a difficult intelligence test. Sure,
Okay.
just you, Trusty Tony.
Nope, got no idea.
It could be any sort of thing, right? Who knows?
It's probably just the wind. It's probably just the wind. Let's just keep moving and keep our eyes out for things.
A little sort of the sound of a whistle blows past Cheryl's left ear, right over her shoulder.
She's actually going to yell, what the fuck was that? And I thought you two were just on something. What the fuck was that?
Oh god, we all
What if
have
we're
it.
all on something?
Aidan, given his extensive sort of background and experience, would stand to reason that it's possible, since you're standing out here in the middle of the open, that someone could be shooting at the group.
Especially with a ton of bodies laying around missing their heads.
Yes.
Say, fucking shit, guys, take cover.
What is it?
They're shooting at us.
With what? I don't hear anything.
With what? I don't know. Red Ryder BB gun. Come on, fucking take cover.
Okay.
Man,
There's a distinct lack of cover out here, though your best cover would be to fall to the ground.
Potman does that.
Now I see some.
What happened with
trees
dude? Your front
No. And he covers up his head with his suitcase.
They ill-gotten goods.
There is a grove of trees surrounding the school, except for in the front, yes.
What about this picket fence? Is it broken anywhere that would give access to said trees?
Sure.
Sprint for it.
Okay.
Moving target's harder to hit than a standing one.
Sure. Fucking Aidan just runs for it.
Okay. Tony's gonna follow.
Running for the trees, pistol held in hand, like you've probably seen every cop show ever carry their pistol.
Sure, Trusty Tony attempts to follow, not as fast as Aidan with Cheryl.
Going to follow them, sprinting and actively cursing at who I presume is in there,
Okay.
calling them an array of names.
Well, Potman is actually afraid of things, so he's going to do like an army crawl with his suitcase held
Bat in
above
one
his
hand,
head.
suitcase in the other, front pack under him.
It's fucking terrible.
That's perfectly reasonable. Normally, like, the suppressive fire within this game mechanic would do that to people and prevent them from moving. So, Potman begins crawling.
Yeah, and with like his shiny yellow raincoat, totally declaring his position.
Okay. Yeah. The group.
I'm just sorry, the yellow raincoat got me.
Right. Aidan ends up making it first, followed by Cheryl and Trusty Tony to the tree line.
What the fuck was that?
Try to peek around the corner of the tree to see where they might be shooting from.
You can You can definitely give me, you three can give me some perception plus notices. I'll apply any sort of penalty in my head.
Trusty Tony's on top of his game today. Losing half his leg was all he needed.
Well, Trusty Tony, observing the situation when he catches up, Trusty Tony would make it stand to reason that there's plenty of sort of little cracks that guns could stick out of. There doesn't appear to be any sort of dedicated sniper nest, per se. But in the joke sort of runs through your mind again, what if they are shooting BBs at us?
What?
That would be sad.
I mean, they weren't making noise, because even a suppressed weapon would make noise.
Depends on how far away you are from it and how well you're listening.
Going to call out towards the school. Hold your fire, we're not one of them.
Aidan is not shot at.
Cheryl's been cursing this entire time, so she's going to continue cursing, saying that she's not one of them.
Tony's going to
PCP asshole.
Tony's going to curse in Spanish for a while.
But it's also possible that it stands to reason after standing there long enough, especially with the infinitely intelligent Trusty Tony there, that maybe the moment you all took off at a full run, that you might have really demonstrated yourself to not be one of whatever they are.
I think if they weren't going to shoot us, they're not going to shoot us now. After we ran, and then just talked to them. So I think we have to sort of reveal ourselves. Follow me here? Now, as the de facto party leader, because I was driving the car, I will reveal myself first.
Oh, I was totally hoping for one of those moments, like, as the leader, I can't put myself out front to die, so
No.
one of you go.
Tony's reckless and has delusions of grandeur, so he wants to be seen like the leader. So Tony is going to gingerly leave the tree line and go up to the picket fence. Hands held above his head, looking
Okay.
as unassuming and trusty as possible.
I will be keeping an eye on what seemed to be like they could have been possible spots just in case they continue firing.
Potman's still crawling and really hoping there aren't, like, zombie gophers out here.
Cougars with thumbs.
Burrowing cougars
How
with thumbs.
horrifying.
And then Potman looks up. He just sees Tony going like, walking up to this picket fence, unless he's too busy, army crawling. I'm going to assume he's been too busy army crawling.
Yeah.
Right.
Being shot at has a way of making him not want to stand back up again for a
From
while.
what I recall, he was trying to hold the briefcase on top of his head.
Yes, that too.
Yep. That's perfectly fine. Trusty Tony makes a slow approach. He's not killed.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello? Is anybody there? Yeah. It's me and 3 other people out here. We could really use your some help.
Have any of you been bitten? Little girl's voice.
What the fuck?
Well, I know I haven't been bitten, little girl. I got clawed pretty bad in the leg, but she's getting better right now.
Thoughts go to my shoulder.
Mind you, Tony does have +2 in charisma, so people are generally supposed to like him a little bit better.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And then he tells him that he's a used car salesman and he gets a -4.
Hey.
What about the others? Have any of you been bitten?
I guess it's time for me to start making a fast, smooth talking roll.
Sure. What is Trusty Tony looking to say here?
He's just gonna lose the bust up. He's gonna say we're a bunch of injured people. We just need to get somewhere to stay for a while.
Have any of you been bitten?
Okay. So I'm assuming smooth talking would be to lie, or is there a lie mechanic?
It's
Smooth
talk.
talking. Smooth talking would work. Yes.
Okay. Tony's just gonna straight up lie here.
Okay.
Some guy, my friend got injured in a car accident, but otherwise that none of us have been bitten.
Okay. And this is posed by, is it the questioning, or what was it? Questioning, I think.
Questioning determines
It's
lies.
questioning.
Yeah, questioning, I thought so.
Perception and questioning.
I'm assuming this is what, intelligence plus smooth talking?
We'll say, yeah, intelligence, that'll work.
From what I've
How
read,
about
intelligence
just
takes
back?
the attribute spot of charisma.
Yeah, intelligence will work, yeah.
Hey, little girl. Trusty Tony's pretty good at smooth talking, but
Okay. Just wait right there. Just stay there. Don't move. Don't come any closer.
you got it. That's where I remember that voice from. I'm sorry. That's out of character, don't worry. Tony's just gonna stay there with his hands up. Why do I feel like I'm being robbed by little girls?
What you should be asking is, are they going to come out with, like, Girl Scout sashes on, covered in riflery badges?
Yes.
Girl Scout riflery badge.
A pair of them holding an anti-material rifle.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that.
Oh god.
The
I don't
badge is
even
the
know.
rifle.
Yes.
The,
Dude, Girl Scouts totally shoot rifles and do archery.
Trusty Tony is hearing sounds coming from the main sort of front door area of the school. Perhaps they're peeling back the barricade, or at least she is, or whoever's back there.
Hmm? Tony's gonna wait.
Ends up being 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Tony's a little pissed off, but he's gonna wait.
Okay.
Has Potman closed the distance yet?
He's on the road now.
Which direction was Potman crawling?
Towards the school?
Yep, Potman's on the road now, crawling on the road. Heading towards the others.
I'll tell you, man, that low crawl shit is tiring.
Uh-huh. It's pretty ragged, and definitely, after some 10 minutes of exertion, Potman loses 1 point of endurance from this.
Oh no.
But
It's a good thing Potman is so fit.
It is. Eventually, the door does open slowly, and looking right out at Trusty Tony does happen to be this, like, little
Oh god.
girl, like, under 4 feet tall. She can't be more than 8. She's carrying a BB gun. She looks a little ragged,
Fucking
a little
clever.
worse for wear, and she is pointing it right at Trusty Tony.
That
She,
face
looks-
is so fucking scary.
She looks pretty shaken.
Yeah. I like the lip gloss on the little girl.
It looks like a doll face.
Yes. She looks pretty shaken, like soot stained. Her clothes are sort of ripped and ragged. She looks a lot worse for wear, but she's got that determined look in her eyes as she, sort of shakes a bit and holds the BB gun up at Trusty Tony.
I'm glancing at what she's holding, and back at the bodies missing their heads, and I don't believe that's what they've been using.
it would be a good assumption to think that they are not using the BB gun on that.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I put my arms down now?
I think it's okay.
Gonna slowly put his arms down. Is it alright if my friends come over here now?
They might. Especially that silly one crawling on the road. You should tell him that we can see him.
At the sound of that, Tony doesn't even look behind him. He already knows which one it is. He's just gonna facepalm.